Hi there, Greg Goodman joining you for episode 157 of Southern Gospel Now. Our report is made possible by Daywind.com, where you'll find Southern Gospel music and soundtracks. Congratulations are in order for Isaac Moore of The Inspirations and his wife, Millie. The two wed recently. Isaac says that their families had known each other for a long time, and the two were members at sister churches. Isaac says he's blessed by the marriage, but it won't impact his career with The Inspirations.
She's everything I've ever prayed for, everything I've ever hoped for in a wife. She's godly. She's supportive of what I do. You know, a lot of people have asked me if I was leaving The Inspirations after I get married. You know, I'm going to be honest with you, that question has kind of frustrated me a little bit. I would like to think that in the 4 years of me being here, the people would have seen by now how passionate I am about the music, how much I love The Inspirations and the heritage of this group. This is so much bigger than just a career. Yeah, given it is my career, it is my livelihood, but it's so much bigger than that. So there's nothing in the world that's going to make me not want to sing with this group. So no, I'm not leaving. I have no intentions. I've never even thought about leaving this group. I love this music, and she loves it just as much as I do.
The past few months have been full of challenges for Joseph Habedank.
I've never felt more of an attack on not only our ministry, but us personally since we decided to release Autobiography. I think a lot of it has to do possibly with the Tell the Devil song that we released. And I told Lindsay, I said, I really think that he's literally trying to sideline us. He's trying to keep us at home. I mean, our bus has broken down, I think 3 or 4 times in the last 3 or 4 months. I mean, we're averaging once a month. It just had so many issues. And then one weekend we decided to fly and meet the bus in Myrtle Beach, and our flight got canceled. And so I told her, I said, this is just an attack from the enemy. And of course, the guy at the concert that punched me in the face, and there's just so many things, and yet I'm having to be reminded on a daily basis that we serve a God who is so much greater than the enemy.
The Mark Trammell Quartet was in the studio last week working on a special project. Mark Trammell tells us more.
This project has a lot of special meaning to me as we are in the studio doing it right now, doing the tracks. There will be 6 tracks, 6 or 7 tracks, we haven't decided just yet. And then we'll be doing 3 or 4 a cappella tunes. And the reason we're doing what we're doing is because I'm going back and walking through the highlights, the favorite moments of 50 years from a musical standpoint. I'll tell you that it has been emotional for me already today. Some of my favorite moments were with the Cathedral Quartet in London, England, when we did the Symphony of Praise album, which is now affectionately known as the London record. And there are some things off of that. And then the fact that Gerald Wolfe is playing on the project.
The latest song from Tribute Quartet is He Pilots My Ship, which is actually an old song that was Song of the Year at the Singing News Fan Awards back in 1973 for the Hinsons. Ronnie Hinson penned that tune. I asked him what came first, the music or the lyrics.
I'm a firm believer that lyric dictates melody. The melody is guided completely, totally by the lyric. So when the lyric comes, the melody's coming at the same time. Otherwise, it's poetry, and poetry is so much different than lyrics. I teach that kind of thing in my writing courses, that lyric has to come at the same time, because always refer to a song as, and sometimes I felt the pain, not really like a woman would feel giving birth to a child, but it's like giving birth to a child sometimes. It's like there's pain, there's tears, there's disappointments, there's excitement. It's all in that lyric and that melody meshing together.
We aren't officially into summer yet, but summertime cicadas are singing. Scotty Inman talks about including these bugs with a line in his song, My God.
Man, when me and Tony Wood and Barry Weeks were writing My God, we had no clue that this would be the year that cicadas are quadrupled, if not more. They're everywhere. I never would have thought when we wrote Give Summertime Cicadas a Song to Sing, I never would have thought people would have picked up on that, but that has probably been the most talked about lyric that I've written with no religious undertones at all.
TrueSong is the resident group at the Ark Encounter. They are getting ready for 40 days and 40 nights of Christian music, which kicks off in late July. Dusty Barrett of TrueSong says that this event is looked forward to all year by the group.
Anytime anybody mentions 4040, we get excited because, man, we look forward to this all year long. We cannot wait for 4040 to come back again. Just so many great groups that we get to talk to and open up for every evening. TrueSong will open up for concerts 6 days a week, and so we get to not only see a bunch of our friends that we have traveled with and been on the stage with all of our lives, but even some new groups that are coming in this year that are heroes of ours that we cannot wait to meet.
Del Hyssong talks about the second verse of the Hyssongs' new song, There Is.
I love it during concerts when Richard sits down at the piano and sings the second verse of There Is, reminding us that God has never broken a promise and he won't start with you.
Greater Vision was recently out on the summer leg of Gerald Wolfe's gospel music hymn sing. Rodney Griffen tells us why these events are so special.
The hymn sing tour is very special because we're traveling with, four of our favorite groups, the Mark Trammell Quartet, the Wisnets, the Mylan Hayes family, Jim and Melissa Brady. And we are all sitting on the platform and we're observing Gerald Wolfe leading the congregation in singing. And as we sit there, we get to listen to this huge sound of joy from these congregations. So it is something that I look forward to every time I see a gospel music hymn sing tour on the schedule.
Time for a look at the top songs of the week from the Power 50 chart.
Number 5.
There's a song for that. Down East Boys.
And there's a song for that.
Number 4.
Forgiven, Joseph Habedank.
But now I'm forgiven by the power of his love.
Number 3.
Heaven is Happening, The Guardians.
Heaven is happening here on earth. I said heaven is happening here on earth.
Number 2.
My God, Scotty Inman.
My God, the great and mighty King who reigns on high.
Number 1.
There Is a Name, Lefevre Quartet.
There is a name that makes the mountains tremble.
That's our report. If you missed episodes of Southern Gospel Now, you can go back and listen to them wherever you find podcasts or at southerngospelnow.com. Southern Gospel Now is brought to you in part by southerngospelprizes.com, where you currently can win new music from 11th Hour, Triumphant Quartet, and Authentic Unlimited. Registration and details at southerngospelprizes.com. I'm Greg Goodman. Thank you so much for joining me each week. Be sure to love your neighbor, and I'll see you back here next week with more Southern Gospel news on Southern Gospel Now.